All right, everyone. Welcome back to the 28th episode of the Puddle of Grunge podcast. Colby, how we doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm ready for this episode. Quite excited, but would you mind telling the viewers what we are doing today, Ryan?
Yes, absolutely. So we should have done this video in 2024, but now it's 2025. But we're saying fuck it because this is our channel and we're going to do what we want. So today, what we're doing is we're taking a look at some of the best tracks, in our opinion, from 1994. The top 10, we're doing 5 each, like our normal stipulations are set up. Top 5 each from 1994. There's some great albums that came out this year, and we're going to talk about some of the best tracks from them. Some ones that we've never talked about before, I'm sure, and some ones that we have talked about before. But
yeah, we're gonna get a lot of variety in this episode. Maybe not necessarily as much grunge, but definitely alternative.
Yeah,
space
for sure.
Music, not as in hum, but
yeah,
as in the zeitgeist. Of
yeah,
all this.
Yeah, for sure. So Colby, do you want to start off? You want me to start off?
I can start off.
All right,
I'll start with mine. So this was just the most incredibly difficult list to make. And I'm still very unsure about these because this just switches by the moment. Like with everything, like all these list videos, it's just so hard to make a choice. But okay, my number one, not really these are not in any particular order. My number one is What's the Frequency, Kenneth by R.E.M.
Oh, okay.
What's the frequency, Kenneth? This show been so drained.
Okay, different choice.
Yes.
Was not expecting that. Okay.
I love R.E.M. I've always been kind of like an outside admirer of R.E.M. I've never listened to a full album by them.
Yeah.
If the one I love was in the 90s, I would have picked that one.
Mm-hmm.
But What's the Frequency, Kenneth? It's actually written about Dan Rather. You know who Dan Rather is?
I've heard the name.
He's like a journalist, but he went on some... I actually am not sure exactly what, but I know it's about Dan Rather.
Okay, yeah.
It was kind of interesting.
Kind of like how You Ought to Know is about
Dave Coulier.
Dave Coulier, so yeah.
That's a good one to throw in.
Yeah, it is just random celebrity connections throughout the 90s. They all know each other,
the
so
connections are what makes it cool.
Yeah, exactly. It's what makes the frequency. So, why do you love the song, Colby?
Well, Peter Buck, the guitarist for R.E.M., his tone on this is amazing. It's a lot more overdriven than pretty much any other track that I've heard from R.E.M. Really. It's he's definitely playing like a ES335 or something.
Awesome.
But it's pretty high gain, and it's all open chords. But it's just a great melody. And Mike Mills, the bassist for R.E.M., has played some great melodic lines underneath of it, and it's just a very catchy song. And 1994 is such a strong year.
Yeah.
For songs, but we kind of went away from it with our picks, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know why
there's definitely some odd ones, I'd say, on this one. Not odd in the scope of this channel, because we're talking about alternative rock mostly and grunge, obviously, hence the name. But that's a great choice.
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's one of their more popular ones, I think.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, for sure.
But just a very good song, and it kind of just speaks to me. That's how all these picks are gonna be.
Yeah,
it's a great song.
I love the first pick. All right. So my number 5, I guess, is going to be Live Forever by Oasis. Yeah.
Any specific version of it?
No, I'm not going the Live at Nebworth version.
Or the Live Paris In store?
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that one. I'm just doing the album version. This, like you said, the song just speaks to me, man. It's got a great ring to it. I love the opening little drum part to it. It's just so spacey and airy. And then Liam comes in and singing like this, obviously.
Baby.
And I think that Oasis just has such a unique sound that really is kind of incomparable to any other band from the 90s, personally, to me. Oasis just, they know how to do it. They know how to create that musical atmosphere and have a lot of ambiance in their music, and I think this song just does it perfectly. It kind of has a happy-go-lucky vibe to it, even though, not all the songs are happy-go-lucky with the subject matter. So, yeah, Live Forever, and that chorus, man, is just so damn catchy. And it just rings out in your head forever. So, Live Forever is my number 5 pick.
That's a great pick.
Yeah.
That's I'm personally a fan of the live Paris In store, which we heard on Lithium Deep Cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which was very, very weird because if I had never heard it, I would have never known. Definitely more a fan of that version than the studio, I would say. There's a couple songs off of Definitely Maybe that I like a lot, and Live Forever is one of them, but that version. But still, I like the pick.
It was between that and Supersonic. Supersonic's also a great one, but Live Forever, that's just one of the ones that, you kind of know that one since childhood. That's one that's kind of you've heard in like soundtracks and videos and stuff that just kind of rings true, kind of takes you home, gives you a feeling of nostalgia, I feel like. So, yeah, that's the number 5 pick, Live Forever.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, going on to my number 4 pick. I'm going to switch up the order I have these in. This one, this definitely gets a little bit of recency bias. For this one, I recently got into this band, and I've kind of realized that this band just kind of like matches up with like what I would like to play or like I want to write. The song is Milk Toast by Helmet.
Yeah.
Off of Band.
Yeah.
It's just like they're very groovy, Helmet is, and also the rhythm section from Helmet is ridiculous.
Yeah.
The original rhythm section, like the part when they break it into the verse, it's only the bass and the drums. The bass just sounds enormous.
Yeah, they're groovy, but they can be heavy as shit too.
Oh yeah,
it's awesome. You just love bands that have that aspect of pure groove to them, but can just break it down as well. Just have just nasty riffs and like you said, the bass just.
It's thunder. He's playing a GNL bass, dude.
Yeah,
it's sick. It's such a great sound. It's sharp. It's a cutting bass, really. It's definitely not more. It's supposed to be front. He was kind of like the symbol of the band in a way, because he was kind of pretty featured in the music video for Unsung, which is from 91 or 92, I forget. But yeah, this song, it hits hard. And I kind of almost compare Helmet to Hum in a way. Helmet was before them.
Yeah.
But it's not. I like Paige Hamilton's voice, the lead singer.
Yeah.
But the vocals are not necessarily the most important part of the song.
Yeah, I'd say that for a lot of people with Helmet, I think they'd think that the vocals are really harsh.
Yeah,
or
kind of like a little monotone.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Matt's is.
Yeah. Which a lot of people it almost has that indie aspect to it, but in just a different kind of way, It's I feel like it could be inspired by that or inspired a lot of that. But
Helmet supposedly is very influential because like 91, then people started writing like Helmet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've known about little small tangent, but I've known Unsung for years, and so have you.
Oh yeah,
Unsung a great song.
What video game?
Tony Hawk's Proving Ground.
Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. That's right.
I think so. I think that's
pretty sure. Yeah.
But Helmet, man, just freaking. Well, I did just cut you off.
Or was it Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3?
I'm not even sure if I played that.
I can't remember. It's on a video game soundtrack for sure. Obviously.
Tony Hawk's always had good soundtracks though.
Yeah. Oh,
they really did.
Yeah.
But yeah, Helmet, Milk Toast. One I'm really just digging right now, and it's
sweet.
It's a great song.
Love to hear it. Love the pick. Bit of a off the cuff, different one. I love it.
See, I told you this is what my 94 picks are gonna be.
Yeah. All right. So my number 4 pick is one that is going to be pretty obvious, I'd say. It's one that, we've talked about him on the channel quite a bit. Colby and I could gush on this song for hours sometimes, it seems. It's fun to play. It's just there's just so many great live versions of it as well. the song that I'm choosing for my number 4 is going to be Lover, You Should Have Come Over by Jeff Buckley.
A kingdom for a kiss upon
Damn, man, where to start? Just the writing is almost Shakespearean in the way that he delivers it. It's like a play just going around in your head. And that's one aspect of Jeff Buckley's music that I have always just admired so much, is his ability to write, man. It's a beautiful thing. And obviously a lot of you guys that watch these videos know Jeff Buckley and love Jeff Buckley. But just recently I've been on more of a tangent with him, and it's just there's just something about his music that kind of makes you feel something, you know. You kind of get goosebumps a lot of the time listening to honestly all of Grace, but Lover You Should Have Come Over is just one that's stood out for such a long time to me, because it starts off with that, just the acoustic guitar, and it's acoustic through most of the song. The drums don't come in heavy until later, but as soon as that final, just I guess final run of the song comes in, and he just goes on a tear with vocals, and it's just beautiful, man. The whole song is composed perfectly in my eyes, and this was one of my top songs listened to last year, just because of, like I said, the writing aspects of it, and analyzing those lyrics are something that, you know, I just love to do, and sitting down and listening to them. I listened to like all the live versions of it in a row one day, that they had available on Spotify and YouTube that I could find. And you know, I just never get tired of hearing that song. It's one that I always want to listen to. So yeah. Got anything else you want to add about it?
Yeah, you had a lot to say.
Kind of gushed on that one a little bit, yeah.
No, Lover You Should Have Come Over is a perfect song.
Yeah, and I mean, the chords in it are so interesting to play, especially when he's doing the run up the neck with the chords. It's just,
and he's shifting bass notes with his middle.
Yeah,
with his middle and a ring finger.
Just the way that he's singing that and playing at the same time it's just outstanding how much of a unique talent Jeff Buckley was, who's tragically gone way too soon. I wish we could have gotten more music from him, but yeah, Lover You Should Have Come Over is one that I will always hold dear to my heart for sure. So yeah, that's the number 4 pick for me.
Yeah, I don't remember what we said in the best of the 90s on Grace, but Lover You Should Have Come Over has probably, like, since I first listened to it, has been one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I don't want to say favorite just yet, because there's just so many great songs off of that, but the lyrics and just everything, you know, with the musicality and the variations he does before going into the chorus every time. He switches up the chord every single time. Yeah. Like, it's just so cool to do that. Yeah. Just to have that one little thing that, you know, whether it be musicians or just very enthusiastic music enjoyers will hear. Like, just like, oh, he changed the chord there.
And that's the thing that I also love about it.
And it matches the melody, too.
Yeah. Like, that's what I love about Buckley's music, is that he was always striving to be a better musician. Like, no matter what. I've seen stories of him in the studio, like, getting worked up about him not being as good as he wanted to be, which is crazy considering how great he was for his age as well. And I mean, when you have so many musical influences in your life and so many just influences from other sources like literature and pop culture and everything around him, and taking all that inspiration and being able to write just a masterpiece with that really sticks out to me. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna gush on that one. That's all I'm gonna gush
just
on.
Love it.
Yeah,
just a great song.
Beautiful song. So Colby, what's your number 3?
Number 3. I'm gonna get this one out of the way for you. So, number 3 is "Closer" by 9 Inch Nails.
All right.
So,
explain.
Well, first of all, there's it's either you really like them, or you just absolutely despise them. 9 Inch Nails, I know what this guy's opinion is on it. They're not really a band I listen to a ton.
What are they classified? Industrial metal? Is that what they're classified as?
Industrial.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
New wave. They have a lot of synths in there.
I'm not a 9 Inch Nails fan, but I respect the innovation that they brought to the music scene, especially with their first album.
Their first album in 1989.
Yeah,
them and Ministry were very.
I guess their
big
1994 album and all their.
I know.
Yeah, well, all their.
I was saying for innovation wise.
Yeah, yeah.
The first album they did was in '89.
Yeah, just the innovation that they provided to the music community and music scene. I do respect that. It's just, I'm not personally a huge fan.
Yeah,
but
and I actually
continue.
completely get it. But there's something about Closer that, well, of course, Trent was in a very weird place at that point in his life, or a very depraved point of his life. So that's what he says that, or there's a lot of different, like, from what he said or what people think about what the lyrics mean. But there's something captivating about it.
Yeah.
It's just like such an authentically human experience that song is.
I love that.
Just the way that the way he was thinking at that time. It's just something so human about it, and I find that just so like captivating.
Yeah,
it's just different, and he's literally bearing a soul.
Yeah, it's just a different way to express it in the terms of music that was not really as common for that time. I think, right?
I would say, because that whole album, I've listened to it now, is quite an experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's very deep, a lot of very deep subject matter. But that song, it's the one I've known for years.
Yeah, I've known it for
94, and I
too.
said it's just hard to pick songs.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one, it's just very eye-opening as to what music can be, and like, you didn't think that this album was going to be successful at all. Mm-hmm. And then they headlined
1994 Woodstock. Yeah, I was just gonna say, getting mud slung at him.
Well, he was already covered in mud.
Covered in
mud,
but
on the stage.
So
like, there's a lot of things I very much respect about, and I enjoyed the whole Downward Spiral album, but I completely understand it, because like sometimes it just sounds like noise.
Yeah.
But like I said, it influenced a lot of bands to do certain things.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But like them and Ministry were the ones that really pushed that industrial sound, and then like Rammstein and all those bands, and a lot of other alternative and metal, mostly metal, kind of took that edge that they had.
I'm sure that they had because I feel like there was kind of a more avant-garde movement after the 1994 class of albums came out. Especially like Pearl Jam's No Code and stuff came out in '95.
And I would say Super Unknown, as slightly catchy as it is also a little bit avant-garde.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially the older stuff.
And too, even Alice in Chains' Tripod, compared to the stuff that they did before that, just the amount of layers and shit that they added into the music, the amount of different sounds and stuff could be considered avant-garde to their previous stuff. So yeah, I like the pick. Just not a huge 9 Inch Nails fan.
Oh yeah, and like I said, I get it, but it was something a little different. I wanted to bring a spice to this.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. Yeah, and also it's not really like a song I listen to a ton, but still very much enjoy it.
Yeah.
I've known it for years.
Awesome.
Very controversial music video too.
Yeah.
So
I do know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I would give you an eye-opening one.
Okay.
To kind of get you to think about it.
Okay. Well,
but I'm not pushing anything on you.
All right.
What's your number 3, Ryan?
Okay. My number 3 is going to be Feel the Pain by Dinosaur Jr.
I was hoping this one would make it.
Jay Mascis is one of the best fucking guitarists from the 90s, and I just don't think he gets enough credit for just also his innovation with chord play and being able to think outside the box with his playing. I mean, this is played with like a capo on like the 9th fret or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very weird riff.
It's hard.
It's hard. It is very hard. And the solo he's popping off on the solo with a capo on. And it's like, dude, like what?
It's funny. It's just like Platonic, dude.
Yeah, it's like, okay, sick. But I love the the subject matter of this song is very deep, but just the chords behind it almost have a happy aspect to them, even though it's not. It's a very deep song, and that opening part is definitely a cork being unscrewed from a alcohol bottle, and I love the way that the song comes in. I love the way the song ends. It ends on some trills and then it's done. That's it. It's awesome. I love it. I was listening to it this morning in the car, and that's actually what inspired me to put it on the list. Is I was like, you know what, this song is fucking great, man. The drum part is awesome. And for being only a 3-piece band, the way that he is also able to sing and play this at the same time is admirable at the most. It is insane. And he just, especially for that time, since Dinosaur Jr. is one of the older grunge bands, one of the older bands from the alternative scene. This is like
Massachusetts.
Yeah, but this is like
I was being a little bit nitpicky with it, but they're definitely not grunge.
I know, but from the alternative scene.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an alternative. But this is like their third or fourth album, and it's like
the first one's from like 87 or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the Screaming Trees. They had so much stuff before that, and then they finally got that.
They got their footing.
Got that footing, and then this one is just, it hits so hard. And the whole Without a Sound album is great. I remember showing this song to you like a long time ago.
In the YMCA parking lot.
I do remember that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, Feel the Pain, just a great song. I'm sure a lot of you have listened to it. But go give Jay Mascis some love. Dude fucking deserves it. He is too underrated as a guitarist. Does not get talked about enough. And that needs to change. So, yeah, Feel the Pain is my number 3.
Yeah. If I'm going to be honest, I do like Dinosaur Jr. I find some of their stuff a little bit difficult to listen to because Jay's voice is definitely very weird.
It has to grow on you. It's like a Billy Corgan type thing. It's got to grow on you. Definitely has to grow on you.
Yeah, but I just like listen to a lot of other stuff a lot of live stuff. He really is, who cares about scales all the time?
Yeah.
But like his playing is so oddly melodic and it's just like awesome.
Yeah.
It's like rock and roll.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's just straight rock and roll. I mean, he stands in front of two Marshall stacks.
He's deaf.
And gotta be having trouble hearing.
He plays so loud, but his phrasing and stuff is so great. He's such a unique guitarist.
Yeah.
Especially as you said, using the capo at the 9th fret.
Playing the Jazzmaster too.
So sexy.
Yeah,
such a hot guitar.
And he's got a Squire model of it that you can go pick up for $700.
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Cheaper than that.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's sick. Anyone can play. Well, you can't play like Jay Mascis, but anyone can go pick up a Jay Mascis guitar for like $600 bucks.
Yeah,
and I just think that's awesome. It's
Jazzmasters are
you
gotta rein them in.
And there's just so many different tonal opportunities that you can get from one that he explores so often within their music that I just appreciate so much. So, yeah. Feel the Pain is the number 3 pick, guys.
Fantastic pick. I was hoping, because I saw it, I was looking at 94 list, and I was just like,
yep.
I really like this song, but maybe Ryan would have it. I didn't think that. I'm surprised you had it.
Oh.
But I'm happy. But I knew you knew it.
Yeah.
And, I know it, but still. So I was happy you had it. All right. Down to the final 2.
Yeah.
My number 2. Again, in really no particular order as to number 2 is Time by Hootie and the Blowfish.
I knew that Hootie was going to make an appearance on here. I saw the 1994 album on there, but yeah, give me the spiel.
Well, I forget. It might have been. I'm going to be open to admit this. Sometimes, or I was just on the way to school today, and for some reason, once this song came on, I teared up a little bit. 'Cause there's something about, I just
love hearing that
melody and just the music. I'm always a very a musician thinking kind of guy when I listen to music.
Let me tell you.
A lot of the time.
Let me tell you, as someone who has known Colby for almost 20 years, the dude is not an emotional guy. But when it comes to music, there are a few things that can make Colby just feel something like that. Music
that can be
music
emotional.
is
That's a complete lie.
not as emotional as a lot of people, but music is something
Well, I
that
don't cry
that you
every 2 seconds.
yeah, obviously not, but I mean you teared up to Hootie today,
Oh yeah,
which I love to hear. Music is just something that everyone can connect with. No matter what. I don't know how people say that they don't like music. That's just some people drive in silence. I don't know how that could be possible.
I mean, you call me without emotion. At least I listen to music when I'm driving.
Yeah, exactly.
Unlike those psychopaths.
Yeah, you got
I know some people that do.
I do too. Raw dog in a drive is crazy. Even if it's like a 5-minute drive.
Rush Limbaugh,
Yeah. Even if it's like a 5-minute drive, I gotta put something on, at least like a 3-minute song, Yeah. All right.
Okay,
continue.
but yeah, even though, like I said, I always think as a musician, like you always pick apart some things or pick apart things, like if it's easy or if it's hard or not. But it's a pretty easy song to play, but just the melody of it, the chords underneath it, it's hooky, and I can just like bask in the simpleness and just the vibe from the song.
Yeah.
And I don't need to think hard, and the lyrics are pretty poignant on that one. Definitely take some time to look at the lyrics. I think he's saying a lot more. It was between this one and the album opener, Hannah Jane, but I just love Hootie and the Blowfish. Just like such good time music. Yeah. It's happy. They're pretty much a glorified bar band.
Yeah,
that's what makes them sick.
Yeah.
And the guitarist is very interesting. He uses a lot of weird, or not weird, but just tasty playing.
Yeah.
And just a great song. I was so happy.
Awesome.
But yeah, I teared up to it on. It could have been it could have been Hannah Jane because I was
just going
thinking
through.
about it.
Yeah.
But it was like an instant well up, and then it stopped.
Okay. Had to stop yourself. Couldn't get
no,
too.
It wasn't that.
Yeah.
I was just like, I freaking
didn't want to look too crazy before class.
No, and then I was like, I just freaking love music.
Had to lock in. You had to lock in. All right. Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So my number 2 is one that I don't think you're as familiar with, but you know the song. My number 2 is going to be "Backwater" by the Meat Puppets. I love the guitar tone on this song, dude. It's fuzzy, but it's clean at the same time. And I know that doesn't really make sense, but there's just a certain aspect to this song that it just drives. And it's like a 4.5-minute song, I think, but it does not feel that long. There's an awesome guitar solo in there. The drum part is sick. Yeah, "Backwater" by the Meat Puppets. The Kirkwood brothers obviously got more famous after the Nirvana Unplugged because of their guest spot on there, which people thought it was going to be Pearl Jam that were going to perform with Nirvana. No. Obviously got to be the Meat Puppets, bro. But no, this song, "Too High to Die" off that album, I have listened to the full album. It's a good one. I recommend you give it a gander. And yeah, I don't really have much to say for it. It's just, like I said, I love the guitar tone. There's just a sick aspect to it that, it just kind of rings out in your head for a while. So, yeah. That opening lyric, "And when I wake up in the morning," it's, got some chugs in there. It's sick. I love it. Great song.
Yeah, I've listened. I don't know the song verbatim.
Yeah.
Much at all. But I've listened to it a few times, and I do like it. Yeah. It's very warm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very saturated.
The guitar tone is.
Mm-hmm.
And I like what's the lead singer's name?
Kurt Kirkwood, I think.
Kirkwood.
I think it's Kirkwood Brothers.
Kirkwood.
I know
you're right about that.
Yeah. Hold on. I can't remember hold on. Give me 1 second while we do a little research. I forget the names.
Oh no. But just from what I remember, it's very warm. I'm not gonna pretend like I know exactly.
Kirkwood. Yep. And Chris Kirkwood.
Okay.
Yep.
But I know I've listened to it, and I definitely didn't dislike it. So I'm gonna say that I like it.
Okay. Well, that's all we.
But I couldn't tell you the chorus or anything.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
But it's still an interesting pick.
Yeah.
Good pick.
All right. Are you ready for the number 1s?
Yes, I am. Well, in no particular order, really.
Oh, I went in the order of my list, but I didn't have like it doesn't really.
Okay, well actually I
Yeah.
would almost maybe say this could be my number one. My number one is Shit Town
By
Live.
Okay.
Throwing Copper,
Yeah.
which was released in '94.
Dude, that song was awesome live as
That's
well.
what- yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But continue.
This song is just it's a
rocker.
barn burner.
Yeah, it's a rocker.
It's a barn burner, and I kind of I didn't appreciate it when I saw them because I didn't really know it. Like I listened to Throwing Copper twice by that point, but I never really like delved into it. That song just rips, dude. And I love the part when they the chicka chicka bow chicka bow.
Yeah.
Chicka chicka bow chicka bow.
Ed
That
is a
part.
very interesting guitarist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about Chad?
Yeah, and I mean, that's their guitarist,
Chad
right?
Taylor, yeah.
Chad Taylor, and then I mean their drummer is also
Chad
Chad, right?
Gracie.
I thought, I didn't know which one you're talking about.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, the drum
drummer.
track on that is fucking awesome. As well as all of Throwing Copper.
It's a little bit off time when they go into the chorus.
Yeah,
It's just like it stops, then it's just a flam,
yeah.
then it's straight into it.
Fucking love flams, dude. Oh yeah,
Hey, Gracie is is a great drummer.
yeah.
But
Awesome pick.
Yeah, Shit Town. It just like really enamored me ever since I like listened to it again, and for like 6 months now or something. I've been freaking just listening to it
on that train.
over and over again.
Sweet.
Just an absolute banger, and poignant lyrics to Ed because I've never been to York, Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
But peppermint patties, I hate those. So
I love peppermint patties. I think they're
that's
good.
disgusting. But yeah, Shit Town. I would say it probably is my number one. It's up there
Awesome.
with Time. But
Sweet.
freaking great song.
Yeah. I love the repetition in the song as well.
Mhm.
The gotta live in Shit Town. Yeah. Awesome.
My town.
Yeah. And just taking the inspiration. A lot of people would write good things about their town. No.
No, he was upset.
Absolutely
Now
not.
he says he loves York, Pennsylvania. But
Yeah, but
at the time he was like,
nah, this place is a shit town, bro. Yeah. I like the pick. I love the pick. Throwing Copper is a great album, which we have reviewed here on the page. So if you guys want to watch that video, go check it out. We did a 30th anniversary review of it. So go check that video out as well. But
all right, Ryan, let's cut to the chase. What's your number one?
my number
Big
one,
dog.
obviously guys, it wouldn't be a complete Puddle of Grunge list from Ryan if there was no Alice in Chains on it. You see me, I got the Jerry Cantrell shirt on right now. My number one is going to be Rotten Apple. Off a Jar of Flies. Obviously, what else could it be? It could have been, Jar of Flies was obviously going to be the number one, no matter what. But, obviously, because the greatest EP of all time. But, Rotten Apple, man, just coming in with that as the first track on your 7 songs? I think 7-song EP.
Yep.
Just haunting. Just absolutely haunting. The introduction to Mike Inez and the band as well. Just with that just disgusting bass line. Hits your ear in such the right way. Sean Kinney back there laying down a phenomenal bass. Just for everyone to man.
It's been a while since we've had a Ryan grunt. There we go. 2 of them.
But Jerry just doing that. Obviously, Jerry is the pentatonic master. But the wah on this one, it's like a 7.5-minute song, but it feels. I would not mind if it lasted an eternity. Honestly, if this song was just eternal and I could listen to it for the rest of the time, I wouldn't care because it's just, in my eyes, it might be the best song off of Jar of Flies. Personally, for me,
make somebody we know
that would make that would make someone that we know very happy.
You know who you are.
Yeah, and I just the lyrics are so the whole album obviously is so introspective in terms of the band and everything and what was going on at the time with Lane and his personal struggles, but this one is just such a it's a classic sad barn burner, bro. That's what I'd say, bro. If you put this on the touch tunes at the bar, obviously some people are gonna get pissed off at you, but you're gonna have some people hanging their head and crying. Yeah, as soon as the Hey On and I hits, bro, call it game. Just call ball game right there, because man, Colby, you got anything to say about Rotten Apple?
Yeah, it's super atmospheric song.
Yes. Oh yeah.
I was gonna say it, but then you already said at the introduction at Mike and Ez.
Yeah.
What a freaking iconic bass line.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it was recorded like just in a massive church cathedral with every inch of like sound blocking material taken out, and it's just massive. It just lays so well in the mix.
Then about 2 8x12 Ampeg cabs, probably.
That helps a little bit, I'd say, but you know, just the evolution of their sound as well, from Dirt, the first track on Dirt being Them Bones, and then you compare it to the first track on Jar of Flies, which is Rotten Apple, and you're like, holy shit, man. Just an absolute perfect song to me. Yeah, a lot of ums here, but that's all I gotta say for it. That's what I gotta say for Rotten Apple. But yeah.
Rotten Apple is great, and
yeah,
it's great way to end the video off. Too.
Yeah, I mean, and I know a lot of you guys love this song. How could you not? It's Alice in Chains. How could you not love Alice in Chains? But yeah, Colby, is there anything else that you would like to add?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Well, guys, the next time you see us, we'll be wearing the exact same clothes because we're about to record another video. But I hope you did enjoy this one. Let us know if you want to see our top tracks from 1995, 1993, 1992, 1991. Yeah, it probably would. You know, if we could do all the 90s, our top tracks from every year of the 90s, you know, it's just possibilities are endless. There's a lot of.
91 is going to be insane.
91 is a insane year for music. You guys might have been surprised that there was no songs from Super Unknown or Pearl Jam on this.
Purple.
Yeah, or Purple. We were trying to go with different picks for this because, you know, we've talked about Purple and Pearl Jam a lot on this channel.
And also, anyways, Versus from 93.
No, not Versus. Vitalogy's from 94.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But, you know, it's just, we were going with some different picks on this one. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like, hit the subscribe button. We're on the way to 1,000 subscribers. Shout out to all you that have subscribed. What? 21. We're 21 subscribers away from 1,000. So if you see this video,
21.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet, which I'm sure a lot of you aren't, which is okay. It's okay. It's free, though. You should press that button.
85% of you are watching are not subscribed.
Oh, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that. Anyways, nothing else to add, Colby?
No.
Not even a little tidbit. Not even a little tidbit.
Yeah, well, you just interrupted me. Thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace.